go. Hey, hey, hey. Ain't nobody watching. I guess I need to put my glasses on. Hey, people. I just figured y'all might watch this part. That's how I get the quarters all straight in the field. I'm trying to weed out half dollars, but anyway, to get a level playing field instead of having to place all of them, just push the top quarters back. I think tonight we'll have a tower race. How about that? What? Yeah, I thought about it earlier. I hadn't thought about telling you. I don't know why. It hadn't come up. Actually, I'd forgotten about it till once I got over standing here. So I started thinking about what I'm going to do. So they won't be those super big towers. The bed will probably be more to, hold on. That tightened it up. Stuff you learn while you're messing with it. Well, and you still got to place quarters in it sometimes. Okay, one more. It's like Blue's Clues, y'all are going, there's a spot. Okay.
Oh, I've got it right here.
Oh, you got that on. Huh. Kind of waste time, but I can't help myself putting those right here. And by the time I get through building, they will be gone. Okay, take you. It just keeps taking. All right. Okay. Amazing how many times you can put a quarter in one spot. Look, and there's still space for one.
Walkman Sam.
Hey. All right. Now we're going down to the bottom to clean it out. That's how many I've got weeded out so far. So I got 27 of them, so. All right. I'm gonna be out back a little. Okay. Emma, remind me to move the camera.
Okay.
No, when I get to that part. I never looked at my knee. I gotta look at my knee. I split it open yesterday and I could feel where my fingers fit in it. I must hit it on the side of a log or something. And it did. Okay, so. Oh. There's one.
Welcome in, Mary.
Tonight we're gonna have a tower race. Tires will be on the bottom.
Lobster bisque.
Lobster bisque.
It's water that says the lobster bisque.
Like panning for gold. And panning for silver. I don't know if y'all could hear it. There's a silver quarter in there somewhere. I hear it when I dump it out. But, oh, there's two $half. Two quarters out. Oh! An inanimate object attack. One, two. All right.
Are you saying this bee?
Okay, there's two more. That is probably between $250 and $300 in quarters. Pretty cool. Don't look like it, does it? Can you, you can't see that, can you?
Oh wow. You can't if you show it. You saw the corner.
That's like what?
I said we can see the corner real good in the shot, like all the quarters and stuff.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What about when I said it like that?
Not so much. Like when
What?
you turn
Wait,
it.
it ain't there yet. Yeah.
Yeah, B, he's gonna do racing towers. He's asking if you had a design idea yet for tonight.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a couple small tires up front. Have a race along with the Jeeps. Yeah, I was going to say, there should be a few $half in here because I only got about 20 up in the machine.
Okay, B, we'll be here.
Alright, let's make another old man getting up off the ground. I am. Shoot.
Welcome in, Jennifer.
Alright. Yeah. Ooh. There's 20, 26. There's one missing. There's one in there. Some one in the rest of them. Oh, look at this. It's right there. How in the hell did I miss that logo? Oh.
We've got about 500 people watching right now. I didn't know if you wanted to tell them what you're doing and what will be going on.
I'll be on a date tonight. We're gonna have a tower race. I'll build at least a couple towers. Huh. I'll try to keep my hands out the way. Now. That makes a pretty good tire. Well, it should make a couple tires. And there's all kinds. One thing, it got hot in here all of a sudden. All right. I feel like I'm cheating if I don't build a bridge across the towers. Okay, let's cut to the chase. I don't want to putting them up there. Okay.
Welcome in, Brad.
Well,
Zecca.
Need to stop that.
And to answer your first question, yes.
I don't understand the thing that's so important about where you're doing it. If you enjoy watching.
No, he was asking if he said.
No, I know
he
that.
said,
I was just sitting there mumbling to myself
Oh, okay.
about other stuff. Because I know the question's going to come up 15,000 times. So, let's do 3 towers. Back here. There's center. They're dead center of the pusher. I'm I'm gonna build them two at a time. Okay, look. Okay, so that's there. I gotta build them somewhat close together because, you know, to be honest, the ones on the sides be at a disadvantage.
Welcome in, Ebony.
I gotta get these lined up now. I'll try to keep my hand out your way.
Hey, Shane Pfister. Shane said I think he's stacking the odds in his favor.
Huh. I can't stack the odds in my favor. I don't have a favor. Just to put out the best content for the best fans on the planet. Okay. Let's see what I want to do. I want to move over one. And this one will move over to this one. All right. No, I don't do that. We'll build something up here in a minute. Let's see if I can sit down and do this for a second. All right. Nope, sitting down's out. If you got any questions, I'll stop here in a little bit and smoke a cigarette, and where I can see the TV, and I'll answer anything anybody wants to ask. We're supposed to get some bad storms later, aren't we? Hello?
Do what? I'm sorry.
So we're supposed to get some bad storms later, aren't we?
Yeah.
Anyway, if we get storm bad, we might go out running around in it later. Especially if the wind's up real good, then probably. Took Amy with me, what was that, a couple years ago? Huh?
Yeah.
We cleared several roads. I don't know how tall I'm gonna make these yet.
Welcome in, Rick.
My hands are going to be in the way a lot on this one, I'm sure, because it's on that far side. But once I get this way, hopefully it will get better. Okay.
Ebony said, do you just set the pushers for play here, or do you play coin pushers as well? This is my first time here.
That's cool. We go out. They're not legal in Kentucky, so I gotta go to Virginia to play them. And what we do is we go out and stay in Whitesburg at a little old Sears and Roebuck house that that was ordered from the catalog. It's called Salyer House. You can look it up on Airbnb. It's really nice. But that's 10 miles from Virginia, and then right across state line is a couple dispensaries and stuff. Now, we can't video in a dispensary at all. Doesn't matter if coin pushing or whatever. You can't take pictures, you can't video. Nothing. It's state law or something. I know when I pulled the phone out, the little security guard at the door was like, absolutely not. But what I do here is I like to have fun with it. And I pretty much show you just how big a rip-off these games in real life are. Because I put them in here by the handful. Usually I try to stick from 4 to 8 quarters, just pinch them out of bowl. I don't try to count them or nothing. But one night we started and we had stuff in here and it was just like this. And this is the way you'll find them out in public where they're legal. 1 layer of quarters, if they're just set up. And then as people put quarters in, they got dollar bills or $5 bills, and sometimes $100 bills, but they just sit here on top of this stuff, and these quarters just push right under them. And when stuff gets to this lip, it starts building the stuff up, the quarters, and the more quarters get put in, the more they accumulate up here, which makes more of a slope for everything to slide backwards. I had to put 1,200 quarters in here. I think I stuck to like 4 quarters at a time, pushing, that was dropping, and it took up to 1,200 quarters to get where we got anything off. So after about 2 hours of playing this machine, with the amount of quarters I put through it, it'd be about $200 to $300 of quarters that go down these slots. Because when this builds up and gets heavy, it pushes all the stuff sideways. And
Tell them also that like you're building now, like you also build things you'll never see in a coin pusher.
well, yeah, you might see quarters piled up okay sometimes and stuff. Like I got a hold of a machine down in Bristol, Virginia, that $10 quarters. I played for over 2 hours. The best $10 ever spent in one. I was trying to win a stack of 100 ones, and it didn't move. Of course, not even with all that stuff in there. That's the best one I've ever run into in public. I'd like to go to it, but it's so much farther than, it's another, hour past where we go? Huh?
I'm sorry, what?
I said that Bristol's about an hour past where we go.
I would think so, yeah.
And in Bristol, there's a place that sells coin pushers. It's TEJ something. But I'm sure if you look up TEJ coin pushers in Bristol, Google will get you there. And they sell them. It's time that you can get a new one for a brand new one for like $1,700 was the cheapest one I had. There's several types. There's some machines called a bonus hole that have a hole right about here, and it's just big enough for a quarter to fit in. So quarters push over it and around it and everything. But once enough quarters fall in it, it trips a little spring, or like a seesaw basically, I guess. And when it gets heavy enough, it dumps into the coin chute, into the wind thing. That machine I was talking about in Bristol, I think I emptied the bonus hole like 4 times. While I was playing, you hear it. You ain't put nothing in it, and all of a sudden, when you see a quarter go down through it, it trips it. But those are the most expensive ones.
Welcome, Scott.
If you look on Marketplace or eBay for a coin pushing machine, about $1,000 you can get a good used one and everything. Bonus holes, even used ones, people, man, they're proud of them. They want like $3,300, $3,000, and it ain't worth that. Yeah, I'm sure if I put my mind to it, I can put one right here. Happen to know a guy with some tools.
Slab Sniper said, what kind of money are you making off of one machine?
We don't. This machine's in my house. And I just kind of do a show for entertainment, and let people get to see stuff that they won't see or get to do in public. Yeah, nobody's going to build quarter towers it really wouldn't hurt because it goes backwards. And a normal machine's got a skill stop button and one coin slot that you can stop the tray moving back and forth and then load it up 1 quarter at a time. You can put as many in as I do, like where I do the handful. But it just takes a while. I've got another machine like that. Here, I'll show y'all. Okay, so this is our living room, so I ain't hiding the casino from you and all the patrons. It's like, but I got this one. It was they said in a little casino in Ohio. It's probably somebody's garage, but I thought the do not shake and everything was cool. I just left it. But it's lit by a black light, and I blacked out the floor and the sides and everything. So that's what the quarters you're seeing me build with. That's why they got fluorescent paint on them. Okay, let me plug y'all back in. Okay, try to get y'all over here at an angle where I'm not getting in your way so much. I know I ain't turned around and really looked yet, but okay, so why'd I go one way there? Okay. The advantage doing one layer at a time is sometimes it's just when my fingers are working right, I can drop one quarter. I can and just drop them on there. I really ain't feeling it today. I've been running a saw the last 2 days, chainsaw, and it's like my hands are swollen. As you can see, they're already swollen. I got dwarf hands. So like last night, we just did a video where we told Amy, asked her what she thought about just letting everybody. We would put a face to our voices. So we sit around and talk to, the people that show up every night. It was nice to sit and talk to everybody, man. We was on for an hour and 41 minutes. I blew my mind. Okay, so let me get this handful on here. But what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to hopefully have enough quarters. I should have went and God damn it. I could have done that today. Go by the bank and ask Connie for some more quarters. Well, take money and exchange it, but it's girl I went to school with is the head teller at the bank I go get quarters from. I went to school with her and her husband. He's a year older than me. What trips me out is like in the county I live in, the town of Paris and the county, Bourbon, I'd say 80% of the people know who I am. And I know who a lot of people are, but I don't know nowhere near as many people as they know me, because, you know, I've always done stuff wide open. You know, public. If we'd have had YouTube when I was a kid, it'd been called Butch Tube. We had to do stuff in person back then. If you wanted to jump a creek on a motorcycle, everybody had to show up. Okay, let me get this last level on here, and I'll count and see how many bevels that is. Okay. Alright. Only way I can describe moving this stuff, it's almost like a motorcycle chain. Moving this how they move. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62. That would be 63. What threw me is I messed up there and laid 1 layer of quarters. Let me see. Did I lay? Yeah, just one. So it's 63. Which, alright. Tower 2. And I need to stick something right. Y'all see that? Okay. Alright. Y'all have to deal with me counting again when I get close, because it's too hard for me to keep count while I'm doing it. I've been hitting the head way too much. Too many tough man contests, too many bar brawls, too much of everything. Wrecks. Motorcycle wrecks. I did not exist in a glass bubble all my previous years. But one of my Butchisms is, like, I didn't get hurt sitting in a recliner. I might be able to get all 3 tires built out of that little bowl of quarters. And if to do that, we might go taller with them. I gotta leave me some quarters on the edge up here to win, because if I leave it like this, I'll tell you what, I'll leave it like this, and I will. So if I have to get in the bottom and get some quarters back out, I have to get some quarters back out. You know, it's like, it's kind of illustrating the point about how much it takes to actually do stuff. And I don't have to put the front on this, because with this lip, they'll go backwards. I set a tote in front of it in case they do. I had a tire break in half, and the bottom went backwards and the top went forwards the other day, and the front caught it. I have a front that's built out 6 inches, and it's got a steel plate here that everything will fall on and go back down the chute, so I don't have to have glass on it. And, you know, you can hear the coins better. And on coin pushers, the coins can get down like in this crack here, but over on the left side of mine you can't see right now, and I have to reach in and pull it out sometimes. You know, it'll cause a problem. You know, it could end up causing a problem, so when I see it, I move it. So 62.
Open Michael.
63 times $2. That's $126. $126.50 in that tower right there. Believe that. Isn't that wild? You put well over $100 in a mason jar. Way over 100, actually. My mother-in-law worked at a bank and she needed some quarters one day, so I just threw a bunch in a jar and took them to her house and went to counting them out. And how many you think was there? And what'd she think? There was like 60 bucks?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I counted 130 something bucks. It was 130 something, I remember that, but still. Sometimes when life gets tight, I carry a peanut butter jar full of them, you know, in plastic Jif jars in the truck. Like the gas station's got just the thing you can pour your, you know, you put your change in it, it's a chute. So it ain't like you gotta sit there and count them out. The gas stations really, they never mind quarters. I'm gonna get me and Amy breakfast every morning. McDonald's pretty much not every morning, but 90% of the time. We get biscuits and gravy. It's like, I can leave, order, go get her stuff, go to the drive-thru and be back in less than 10 minutes. Yeah, it's not a quarter mile away. Tell you what, when I get this tire up here, I'm going to, I'll smoke a cigarette and we'll sit and shoot the shit for a second.
Michael says, I never have any kind of luck at these.
There's a reason, man. They're set up to not have any luck. That's kind of why what I do is I show how tough it is to win at them. Now, like when I say we're going to have a drag race, I'm dumping handfuls of quarters this big. Probably, you know, 40 bucks at a time. And it still takes something to get, you know.
Hey, Bob!
You can get the Jeep races through pretty quick like that. We have a Jeep, if you haven't been here before, we have a Jeep race every night. Some days when I've worked, you know, when I haven't got off work in time, it's just Jeep races. But I try to do something entertaining. I posted a picture of our Jeep. I got it out running around in it today. Some because the truck was being worked on. And it looks like the Jeep I run in the game. I wish I could find a Jeep like that, a Hot Wheel or a Matchbox that doesn't have blue lights on it. I don't want no blue lights on mine. Stacking them two at a time will say, you know, saves time. I kind of like stacking two at a time because when you go to stitch stuff in like this to each other, you have a bigger slot to put them in. Towers do look really good, one layer of quarters at a time. These don't look bad. Now I build them with 4 quarters at a time sometimes. And that's usually if you see them like that on a, why did I do that? See, I can't talk and do shit at the same time. But usually if you see on other channels like where they'll have a tower that's 1 layer and then there's a section that's like 4 at a time, you know, like a few rows of that, that's usually where they want it to break in half.
That is weird, Bob. Didn't get a notification you were live.
Hell, YouTube hates me. If they don't yet, they probably will eventually. I don't know why, but that's why we haven't got monetized yet. I don't want them to take something I enjoy doing and make it a job.
I played this once in Rio Nevada. I had less than $10 and walked away with over 350 nights. I left right after that. Welcome in, Lynn.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, there are places you can win if you walked in and somebody's been standing there pumping quarters in it and it got it primed. You can hit a lick.
Michael also said thank you for taking the time to make things funner and more attractive.
Well, thanks, man. It ain't me making it more attractive. I know that.
Hell yeah, it is.
Shut up.
Sexy.
You're biased. And you're demented. I told her, I was like, you're the craziest chick on the planet. I can prove it. She's like, how? I'm like, you're with me. Checkmate.
And when everybody told in town would say, are you crazy for being with him? Oh, honey, apparently I'm psycho. I want him to marry me.
Pretty funny. My mother-in-law meets somebody in Paris and she'll introduce herself. I'm Butch Martin's mother-in-law, just said. What they say. She ain't run into no haters yet. Well, other than like 4 doors down from where she moved in, my mother and father-in-law moved to Paris. They're about 2 blocks from us. And my English teacher from high school, if I could get away with it, I'd run her over still. And it's been, what was that? I was 18 then. I'm 60 now. Was that 42 years ago? Yeah, she was a bitch. She didn't treat kids right.
I was gonna say, from what I understand,
The buddy of mine, I almost said his name, but a buddy of mine was dyslexic, and he said, Butch, I know we got to read out loud in English, but I hope she don't pick me because I can't read out loud like y'all. I'm like, okay, Bobby, I'll take care of it. So I told her, I was like, did you know Bobby was dyslexic? She goes, no. I was like, he's terrified of reading, so could you just pass him up? You know? On purpose, she called him out to read. And, okay.
I probably chose the hardest paragraph in that section of reading.
No, it was like one person reading and the next person read the paragraph. It wasn't like she picked nothing. But it was still, she was a piece of shit enough to do that to him. I got kicked out. We had the same homeroom teacher through 4 years of high school. Almost, most everybody did. I had the same homeroom for 3 years. My senior year, I was placed with it was all alphabetical order, so my name is Martin, and I was in with the R's and S's. They put me with the school counselor's wife. What they didn't know is we was all friends. This Bill and Sarah didn't go telling everybody I was over at their house to have supper here and then and whenever. Been quite the scandal. As you can tell, neither me or her, me and Amy, neither one worried about what we say. There ain't no sense in worrying about what you have to say. Okay, I need this over here. I gotta adjust a little. Boom.
Michael said it'll be cool if you make them twist like a spiral. Welcome in, Cody.
I can do that, but where I'm connecting the tires to each other, it's not going to be able to happen.
Yeah, Michael, if you after the live or whatever, if you go to our channel, there's a few of them, and the clip for the video should be of the tower, and you'll see some that he's built. He's built some quarter towers that twist. And he's done at least one big huge.
I made a huge chip tower that was this tall. In there, it's green and white chips. It's twisted. I've laid it out twisted. Now, where do I need to be? Does that come up to here? Okay, so that needs to come out. I'll get my stuff straight here in just a second.
Lynn said, if I was trying to stack the way he is, boy, oh boy, what a mess there would be.
You think it'd be tough, I mean, if I can do it with these damn nubs, anybody can do it. And the more you do it, you know, you get better. I'd probably have this tower already built if I wasn't talking. Like I say, I have been hitting the head way too much. Okay, now
Just let
see.
me know what time it is at 7.
It's 7.
Yeah. Lynn said I would bump it. Welcome in, Tim. Meaning he would bump it with his hand trying to build it.
I know what you're saying. I started to say something like, damn it,
It wasn't one of the assholes.
that's
who said,
illegal.
I just knock it down, bump the machine.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, if it's 7, I'm going to smoke a cigarette right here in a minute. I'm going to go up a few more levels with this tower when I get up to it. Here. There.
Thank you, Bob.
See, now you start stitching these in. This is all those behind the scenes looks you get, and you ain't got to have a membership that costs $4.99 a month here. You get to see the insides of the coin pusher and everything. I just figured when me and the Herb was talking about doing it, I was like, I'm just going to tell the truth. You know, I'm not at some crypto casino. I'm not winning millions of dollars. Me and Amy bet what we bet. The only thing we've exaggerated with is what last month the title was Tax Time Buy-In. I bought in for $500,000 because it's tax time, and I ended up winning $1.2 million off Amy. There is a guy that has a channel and he puts on there, read this little sign right here, entertainment only. He said, all you jackasses want to come in here with all this, it's fake, you're scamming people and everything. He said, y'all can take this shit somewhere else. He said, it's entertainment only. He said, this week, I'm doing $1 million buy-in. I'm doing $1 million buy-in. He said, because I did a $250 buy-in last week and I only got 26 views. He said, if I do $1 million buy-in, even with people knowing I don't have that kind of money, he said, I'll get 50,000 views. And damn, he didn't have like 49,000 something views.
Welcome in, Maria.
I enjoy the dynamics of it, building it. It's kind of like demolition. The chips and stuff. I keep talking about the video I made for Christmas. I posted it on our community part of our page last week. But it had over 6,000 quarters in tower over here this tall, over here. And if you want to go, I ain't going to blow it. I ain't going to tell you how it ends up. It ends up really cool. When they fell, it shook the whole house. Quarters are heavy. Okay. So there's our bridge. Okay. And even though we're doing a tower race, it won't matter if it's connected. That little thing, the little bridge in between, that will let me move this over. Okay. Do one more level so I can get this stuff straight. But when I started out, I found out as a guide, if you want to do a six quarter around tower, if you set a quarter there, it takes 6 quarters to go around 1 quarter. Cigarette time. Ganja time. All right. All right. So this is what they look like from the top. It's pretty, it's pretty simple. It's just, I feel like I cheated building that one. Usually I build them and then start them and then kind of push them closer and then work the stuff in. I mean, it's all, I don't think there is any cheating or whatever to it. It's however you want to build it. I need to move that back a little. My tires, god damn it. Now, believe me, I wish we had audio because if I bust this up or knock it down or something, I want to hear y'all. I do want to hear the laughter. Because I'd laugh. Of course, being the one knocking it down, that's not when you like to laugh. Okay, so it's got to go a little out this way. But like the quarters, one layer deep in this playing field like that is, it takes 300 quarters. There's 300 quarters, one deep, that this playing field holds. All right, give me a second. Smoke a cigarette. Tell you what, I look okay for TV.
Yeah.
All right, let me see.
What's your, make sure you check the battery.
It's 100%.
Cool. What's the more?
There they go. Oh, I guess it ain't there. And tell you what, I wonder if the Jeep will fit between them. No, we could make it fit in between them. Okay. All right, so not everybody got to hang out with us last night.
Michael he said, I'm new here. How do I get to play?
Where you live? Oh. Boom. The voice now has a face. You look up, I think you get on Google and look up coin pushers near me or something. Like that, I've seen people recommend that on there. But they're not legal in a lot of states. California, I don't know if they're legal there or not. You just have to Google it. If you want to buy a machine and play it, take these off. Get on Marketplace on Facebook or eBay and search up coin pushers, used coin pushers. And, like on your Marketplace, set up a vicinity, like a radius of where you want to be willing to go. That one right there I'm working on, and we drove 9.5 hours there, 9.5 hours back. So in 2 days I did 19 hours of driving, $400 of gas, $700 for the machine. So it probably I got $1,200 to $1,400 in it. The one I showed y'all a while ago, if you wasn't here, I'll show it to everybody again. I found it, 3 months ago? 2 months ago?
2 months ago.
It popped on Marketplace, said new listing for your search, and I popped it up and it was $200. And I was like, wow. And the girl said, well, it needs the motor put back in it. So I was like, is the motor out because it's bad? She said, oh no, it runs it, the motor's out of it. And I'm like, okay. So I already figured at $200 I'd buy another motor. So the motor cost $79.99 and $20 shipping. So I got $300 in it, plus going, we went up to Amy's aunt and uncle's in Ohio, And I called the girl and told her when I was going to be back close coming through Maysville, and Maysville's about an hour from us. But we went to some flea markets and bought some Funkos and stuff. Tonight, the setup, anybody seen the Marvel movie, The Eternals? Yeah, quarters cost $100 for $100 worth of quarters.
No, she's just saying, like, Bob always tells people when they're asking about purchasing one, that, like, yeah, that's how much it costs to get one, but then to really be able to play, you got to have a couple $100.
Right, because it's like the playing field. 300 quarters is $75 worth of quarters. So if y'all want to see if you like seeing quarter towers fall and stuff, go to our community page on our YouTube channel. You don't have to be subscribed or nothing, but if you like the stuff, please subscribe.
Welcome, Pauline,
and like
from
it.
Ireland.
But check it out. It's got the green lights on, I guess, because it was Christmas. But it's got it's really neat. It's something I enjoy watching. I'm just a big fan of y'all that like to watch. Since I started doing lives where they're usually so long, I don't have time to sit down and watch them all the way through. I try to go back and hit the highlights and stuff. But I'll go back and watch right after I get through making a video. We'll post it, and then I'll watch it when it posts on YouTube. Hi, Ireland. We got quite a few people from Ireland that work with horses around here. Campion, Patrick Campion. He's an Irishman I do a lot of work for. He owns a horse farm. I got sun yesterday. I can't believe how bald I look, man. I'm gonna be like one of them old men with that little round spot on top, like Bozo the Clown. I'm dreading it. I'm almost there.
No, Bob, it let up for a little while. It's supposed to come back in tonight. I thought I'd come hang out for a minute.
Okay.
What's that back? Oh,
What
this
is-
is Ganesha. Hindu god.
Yeah, it's the Hindu god Ganesha. Or Ganesha.
Oh, they still can't see my face. Sorry.
I couldn't tell you exactly what the elephant god is the god of. He's just pretty cool. The other one's Krusty the Clown. He's the Simpsons god, Krusty.
You want to turn that just a little bit? Or I can sit in your lap. It's whichever you prefer.
Okay, let's see.
That works.
Is that,
It's on my phone already.
I ain't moved it yet.
It's on my phone already. It's
Man,
such a delay.
that is so long a delay. And that's Amy.
Hello.
You got her just in time. I'm about to go finish it last tower. I'm probably going to get this, when I get this last tower done, I'll get the Eternal. I never saw if anybody said it. Has anybody seen the Eternals? The Marvel movie? The characters?
Yeah.
Thanks, Buck.
Yep, Bliss, this is, I get out of the
Why
shower.
would the house reek?
Yeah, Bliss, this is how I just get out of the shower and I don't fool with it. I can't do nothing. I can't run a brush or my hands or anything through it. This is just what it does.
Well, we smoke. It's what it smells like.
Sometimes it smells like weed in here.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Bliss, when I was younger, I had it down to my butt, and it would be these big ringlets. And then while I was on, doing the drugs and shit, I used to just yank it up in ponytails real hard all the time. And I did when I rode horses when I was younger too, but not as bad. But it started thinning real bad, but then when I got with him, and after being sober and stuff, it got a lot better. stopped straightening it. When I got with Butch, Butch wanted me to stop straightening it. He
She
preferred
thought people didn't like curly hair, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you?
it. So after all, I didn't do all the heat treatment to it. Welcome in, Megan.
All right. Well,
Brandy says she has the same ashtray.
tie-dye. It's good. I mean, it holds everything you need.
Yeah, Bach, this is apparently Irish is where this curl pattern comes from, is what I've been told. But I'll tell you, Bach, I found out they started doing this TikTok thing where you did the you're dipping your hair if it was curly and doing all that shit. Well, I don't have time for all that. So I simplified it. I do, like every other time I wash my hair, I do a 3-minute curl conditioner. Leave it on while I'm in the shower. I don't quite rinse all of it out. And then I take my mousse and I do my hair with my mousse like I would like after you get out of the shower. And then I lightly mist my hair to give the curl pattern moisture again. And then it just, like I said, once I get out of the shower, you can't fucking touch it. That's it. If you touch it, I mean, it'll ruin it. My hair, if I run a brush through it right now, it would be this big.
All right. Everybody want to talk to Amy or want to watch me build a tire?
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I was just asking because if they want to watch you, it's fine. I have 2 C3A hair. What is two curls for every 3 inches or something? I was just
I
saying.
don't know what exactly, and I've never had mine fully tested to see what it is, but.
All right. Here, come over and sit in the coin pusher.
My big ass won't fit in that coin pusher.
We could try it. All right. So, look at your phone and set it. You can't set a stopwatch, can you?
Yeah, I can set a stopwatch.
Here you go. Plug it in. Well, okay.
I just got, it won't fit, it's just something bigger.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. Oh, glasses. Yeah, there's my depth perception. I was wondering why the first couple rows was being tough.
Let's see.
Let's see how long it takes me to finish this one if I just stay on it. So ask Amy questions and I'll try to shut up so I can get this quicker.
Bog, I guess I would be between a 3C and a 4A looking at this chart. But it's funny, like, the ones in the back, these long ones that come down to the back, some of them get real loose, and then the ones at my neck are really, really, you can see those. I mean, Lord, look how short they are. They're really, really tight. Oh, Megan, when I graduated in 07, there's flat irons out there that I fried getting this hair straight. And I mean, when I straightened it, I used to give girls hard times if they had like the bump in the back or like the wiggles or whatever. I'm like, I don't know why you bothered straightening it. Before I found a straightener that would truly straighten my hair, I would like flip over and iron it on the ironing board, especially when I had really, really long hair. It was just a faster process.
I'll tell you something, I need to move this.
But yeah, I flat ironed for years. I used heat treatment. I would get keratin treatments and all that, but it fried my hair at 37. Like, I'm 37 now, and I guess probably when I was like 33, 34, on the sides of my head and like right where my ponytail and bun would always sit.
And you see, I gotta be
Big
careful how fast I move my feet. I know y'all saw it shake. It's probably best if he's doing this to have be on a concrete pad, not a little farmhouse. And we live in a little house, but our rent's $575 a month, so we just decided we'd be a little cramped and be able to go do what we want to do instead of paying rent for a house here is like $2,000 a month. I mean, if you figured our rent is $600, just to round it off, and our bills are $600, that's $1,200. That alone costs $40 a night to stay in your own house. So I don't really care if I go anywhere or not. I'm paying to stay here.
Bach, that's exactly what it was. And then also talking to my medical doctor, because when you're on drugs and alcohol and the throwing up and everything, you're not getting the vitamins and everything you need. And
you're leaving out your hips things. They put a defective set of hips in her, and the metal was leaching into her body, and that was causing a lot of it too.
Yeah, my hair fell out in gobs.
Yeah, so you know.
Because my hair used to be really, really thick, and even now, like, I don't have the bald spots as bad. The hair shaft itself is not as thick. So now I do my best to make sure, like last night, it was up in a ponytail because I needed a wash day. Today was a wash day, and I was very happy with the way my hair turned out today.
Sorry, I got my hand in your way. Nobody. No. It's kind of hard to do in this spot. No.
Okay.
Why would it? It's 100%.
Okay.
No, right-handed.
I'm gonna finish my show, my episode real quick. I used to have a big bald spots from. Oh, okay.
But she's going to abandon y'all. She's going to watch the rest of her show she was watching.
Yeah. Oh, I know. The Bach, there was a. I knew a girl that hers was caused from OCD. For whatever reason, her OCD played out. She picked out her eyelashes real bad, and then she picked out in the front of her hairline, like right there on your forehead. That was her spots. Megan, I actually, after talking to some girls that like are master hairstylists, I actually got this thing that I use in the shower when you're washing your hair. You know, like when you go get your hair cut, they wash and they're going to do a style. They really get in there with their fingers. So it's this like rubber scrubby thing. It almost looks like a dog toy. I'm not going to lie to you. But it's got these rubber spikes on it, and it molds to your hand. And you use it all over, and like I really make sure I get the places where I have my tension alopecia, like Bach was talking about, and it stimulates hair growth. And I will say I've probably been using that a little over a year now, and I've seen a huge improvement in the sides, especially.
Okay, we're hold on, I can sit down and look at this.
Welcome in, Original.
Okay.
Original Cosmic Being. I like that.
All right. That's pretty much everybody. We all space dust with a spark.
So Megan, I'm not going to read that out loud. I don't want that's bad, but he's going to push it at 8 p.m. So here in about 40 minutes.
What?
She said about what happens if you don't.
I got. You got to listen to a bunch of cussing, stomping.
I didn't want to say it out loud.
It's fine. I done talked to him about it. That was
bad
like,
juju.
nah, shit happens. I had one build I was trying to do one night with a wall that went all the way across through here. about this tall, and every time I'd get it to here, it would buckle and fall over. I did that like 4 times one night. To make one video took me like 5 hours. And by the last time it knocked over, it was a grudge match then, and I had to change a little bit of my design, put some buttresses in and stuff. Buttresses are, it would be a thing that builds up here. It's like you've seen on the big old churches in Europe, the things that go out to the side. They're called flying buttresses because they're arches, but they're holding the walls of the church in. I like the one dude, A&B Coinpusher, that plays for billions of dollars. No kidding, he won like $2 billion off of a $500 million buy-in or something, which is all cool. It's a little over the top, but he does some really good builds. I don't know if it's him that does the builds and stuff. Amy noticed there was another coin pushing channel. That we don't know the guy. We heard of him. I've watched some of his videos. He's got a machine and it's like got bowling alley sounds and stuff. So he might be at a bowling alley. He's in Pennsylvania and they're illegal up there. But Bach, he puts a red quarter in his machine now, so everybody can see how fast it goes through it. Wonder where he got that. I mean, I've been watching these videos. I've been watching coin pushing videos for probably 4 years, maybe a little more. Because finally, I was wanting to go play somewhere, and Amy's like, "Why don't we just buy one?" I'd mentioned something about buying one. She went against it. If I find another one for $200, I got one more corner in this living room that it'll fit in. What I was thinking about doing is the way I can set these up. I was thinking about if I can find them like that, I can fix them up and sell them. That would be cool. Play them, fix them up, play them, advertise them, and see who wants to buy them. Okay, is that it? Yep, that's it. Okay, so I gotta get. Okay, and I gotta get a little crafty on this because we ain't got enough.
Original set, Cosmic Being said, about how much quarters does it take to make a tower? So in those, about how many quarters probably each one of these towers?
This tower here, we said, well, go ahead at like $126.50 in it. And then we added a few more levels when I was bridged across. So there's damn, Butch, 130 and 130. There's like $260 here. So like 130, 130. There'll be $390 a quarters in these towers. That's a pretty close guesstimation. And you gotta get more weight on them before. If you want to make a tower that's extremely tough to push over, start small and then get out bigger. Like this is 4 quarters to a layer. Where'd that come from? 4 quarters. You go up to like 6. You build it out to where it's like 6, where it's got such a small area pushing down. It puts more force down. It's just physics. Slide this one in here.
Box said so. Water bottom is easier to topple then.
Wider bottom, yeah, well, thing about a wider bottom, it'll just push it. There's another. Here, I'll show you. I'm taking these out because in my other machine, where it takes 1/4 at a time, these won't go through it. You know, the slot. I thought the slot was messed up one night. I'm like, damn it. What's wrong with that? And it was the individual quarters. And I get aggravated, and then I didn't realize I was I didn't think about the switching quarters. And what boogered that quarter up is sometimes they'll push under the pusher. You know, when you got something really heavy. Like y'all have seen it, some of y'all have seen it where I've had, while it's running, pop the quarters out from under it. But there's tracks on each side. You see these little marks that slides on, almost like goes in a drawer. Instead of the sides, they're on the bottom. And a quarter will get on that, fall through there, and get on that. And when it pushes up against the back, it just keeps pushing it against the end of the little track, and it boogers the quarter up bad. So I'd say with the little bridges and stuff, we probably got $400 of quarters right there, at least. I don't know, we'll count them up here in a second. See if I'll count the levels. Got your stopwatch out?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Time.
15:09.
Is that 15 minutes?
Yep.
It don't sound like it. Talking to y'all and doing it and stuff. It don't seem like that long. How many quarters we got left? A bunch. And it will take a bunch to move this too. But why stop there? What time is it?
Hmm?
What time is it?
It is 7:32.
7:32. Ah, okay. Damn it, Butch, get you. Make my own twist on a triumphant arch. I guess I'm gonna have to go all the way over here now. Okay, now. I'm gonna have to smoke a big bowl and sit down and put all the Funkos I got out back in boxes. I was thinking about if I'm gonna do the Eternals, I gotta get them out of their boxes. That's as good as the black light, the LED black light will do. Can y'all still see it?
Box said, are the Eternals new or just being kept in their boxes?
We just ain't used them yet. We don't have the whole set really yet. But I mean, we don't have to have the full set to put some of them in here. It's just I know we haven't had them in here, and I know that Amy likes the Eternal, so I heard we would break them in.
Hey, Santa Claus!
Hey man, how you doing? Ho ho ho! 3 hoes full.
I'm sorry, what?
I said ho ho ho, 3 hoes full.
Oh.
It made me laugh because it's like I just made it up as it was going. But that's a keeper for me. I'll have to remember that at Christmas. Spread the cheer. All right. There's my triumphant arch. Okay. Hold your breath. So you gotta look, because me moving and picking up the cord and stuff, these things tend, any vibration kind of jiggles them, they micro move. So, what do I do with the, oh here,
Box said looks good, Butch.
oh shit, wrong one. I don't like that French vanilla white. That's better. Okay. So now, which one? I was going to try and put the Jeeps in there. Let's see if I can spread that out enough. Yeah, we'll just push it a little. See if I can knock it down. Here's my Jeep. No, where's her Jeep? Here's my Jeep. Okay. Okay. I don't think I want to do that.
Hi, Jax. Welcome in. Santa Claus said looking good, bud.
Thanks, man. Trying to push the bottom over. And I gotta leave the top. Like that. Okay. This is one of those classic, you know, everything's good enough, why mess with it? One down. Anybody screaming? No. Okay. All right. There's the Jeep race set up. Okay, push it in. Now. Okay. Jeeps are secure. Alright. Got a little wiggle to this one, don't we? Better leave that middle one alone. Everything's situated. Alright. There's that. Hold on a second. Let me go to the eternal shell. The eternal shell. That's an S. That's 5-gallon buckets of chips. Okay. Hold on just a second. I thought I knew where they was. Give me a second. We can make Freddie Mercury an eternal. Iggy Pop. What are they? There's no shelf of wonder. Oh, here they are. We'll put Adam Moore. We got Sprite, Cersei, Ajax, Icarus, Athena. Man, we got a lot of them. Okay. That's the sound of Funkos rolling across the floor.
Can we put them up on the table for you and start taking them out of boxes?
Nah, that's okay. I mean, if you want to, yeah,
We'll start popping boxes.
that's fine.
Some of them have a stiff neck, and some of them are ball heads.
The Nanos, actually, we'll get him. Adam Warlock.
Did you get the Dementor or whatever?
Are you talking about the Deviant?
Deviant, I mean.
I might be throwing it completely in the bench of man. Here's Sprite.
His box lays down sideways.
Oh, the Inhumans count. So, yeah, here's the Deviant, here's Lockjaw, and, I'm gonna wake up one day and all y'all gonna be strangers. Everybody's gonna be strangers. I don't know if we can get all these in there. Oh, I guess if I can find that shelf. Oh, I know where it's at. It's at right there. Okay. Oh, let me get the killer clams relocated. I can't make room for them. Okay, so
So that's Sprite. I need to get out.
oh, you got two of these?
Yeah, I got 2 of those.
Clean up.
So we're gonna mix in Gilgamesh and Druid.
All right, where's the lids? Okay. Yep, that is the lid off of a spray paint can. There's Athena over there, Icarus. Obviously before he flew too close to the sun. here.
Which one?
Where they can. Tops. I know those are there. I just have to use fluorescent ones. Okay.
There you
All right. Well, she's a girl. I'll hypnotize this.
Hey, B.
Pink. I don't know what happened to all my lids. Whatever. Okay. Here's the deviant. Here's the bad guy. In the Eternals. I guess we'll put him over here.
I got a question. Would these work as bases for anything?
No,
it's not bright.
No. I'm going to do a curtain with them sometime. Where's Lock doing?
Oh, I didn't get him out yet.
You're okay.
No.
No.
Okay.
Since we got that. Lockjaw is a teleporting inhuman. And this is Black Bolt, the king of the Inhumans, which is an offshoot of the Eternals. The Eternals sowed the seeds for the Inhumans and then mankind and all that stuff. Alright, so... Okay, so once again... Cersei. And Kingo. Okay.
Sorry, I was keeping it in the box.
Man, we're close enough on time. Probably going to, might as well just stay on here, but I think I'll start it as another video. Don't you do it. Where's the thing out there?
I'll be back in a minute. I was gonna run up to Mom's real quick.
Okay. Okay. So, I don't have Gilgamesh.
I'll be back, everybody. See y'all at 8 o'clock.
She got to run up to her mom's. It's only 12 minutes, so I guess we will stay on here. I guess I'll stink up my house some more since it's my house. I love people who just can't keep shit to themselves. You do what you want in your house. Guess what I'm going to do here. Now, not a dick, but when people are just really forward like that, I can be forward too. All right, so we'll do the long Jeep race. We'll put them on the back. Oh, I guess she's gonna want to race these fluorescent cars, and they can't go very far back because hers is pink, mine is blue. Now each of these races is $20. Right. And then we got a duck race. I call this Guy Fieri duck. I believe it's actually called Naruto. Naruto. So it's gonna be a $60 race. My Jeep, my car, my duck, Spuck is $20 each. So this Jeep against this Jeep, that car against that car, this duck against that duck, and this dog against that dog. I got some fluorescent streamer for marking off stuff in yards when we have to. I was going to do like a curtain, but I don't see this. I thought it'd be kind of cool if a tire comes falling through it, but a lot of times on these, the tire goes backwards where the tray's moving back and forth. I better quit that, where the tray's moving back and forth. A lot of times the tires on top will fall backwards. This one, when I bought it, this top on this pusher, usually it's metal and it's got an upturned lip at the side. Not as drastic as this, but it don't need to be. It's enough, it'll throw towers backwards. Now if you build a big tower like 10 quarters in diameter, it's got enough area where it'll ride up that, and then it can, it can fall forwards. But I'd hate to do all that and get all that streamer up, make a curtain, and then it not fall through it. Dude I know got a video library of stuff when we used to go down the river on a thing called Thursday Night Riding. It was a road race to the river on some old country roads every Thursday night. But a dude on CBX was doing a burnout in the middle of the road, and I come through the smoke next to him. We knew I could see his brake light. We'd set it up, but we hadn't tried it before. But he's smoking the tire, and it's a big burnout, big cloud, and then you hear something rev up, and then I come through the cloud doing a wheelie. And I'd give anything to have it video. Before I die, I gotta do a wheelie on a motorcycle again. Told Amy I'd show her in person. Better get my elbow pads on. Be safe. Okay. Now, so we get some stuff off. I know the guy that sets this machine up, he'll be pretty cool. The thing about these machines, if you set them up like I'm about to like this, 90% of the people that put quarters in it ain't going to stop playing. And I'm trying to win prizes out of them. Sometimes like at the dispensary, they'll have like vapor cartridges, THC vapor cartridges and stuff in it. But, come on. My fat fingers at work. Trying to do one big long line. Not that kind of line. Now, would that make you want to stop and play? Looks pretty cool. At some point, we might get Funko's away, but it's like, I need to get on some of these golf pages, and I got a bunch of ping putters that I just soon, people don't want to pay nothing for them no more, and they are collectible. And some are even worth a lot of money, but the ones I got ain't worth a ton of money. They're worth, like everything else, it's what somebody's willing to pay. But, the book price says more than what people are willing to give. Okay, now I'll do a little stack at each corner. And we'll be just about ready. So I don't guess I'm going to turn this off between, it's 7:54. Move this. Show you what I did on the other side just now. Quarter won't fit in there. Will it? Yeah, it will. Alright. But nobody that has a machine out in public goes to this much trouble to set one up. And what would happen is, like, the jackasses that get on here and go, shake the machine. That would never fall because of people putting quarters in. Unless you had it right dead in front of you the whole time and everything. And, you know. Or let me knock one of these dolls off and it knock the tire down. It'll knock some. It won't knock it down. It's a little more stable than you think. It's a bit more. You know, you lay the quarters about like you lay bricks. You know, you lay two down and then you split the difference. Now some of these quarters are painted black for my other machine where everything's blacked out. So when the fluorescent quarters are pushing through, it looks like nothing's pushing them at times. So I did it black. It worked out. You know, it's like, it actually worked out like I thought it would. All right. Let's see. See how many quarters we got left. Ooh, hold on. Let me back. All these little paint chips are driving her nuts, so I'm vacuuming everything out like these little bowls each time I dump them. All right, so we got about 800 quarters. That's a guess, but this bowl stuff full holds 200 quarters, covers the bottom pretty good. Should we make Dale Earnhardt an eternal? Here, let's put Dale in here with the Eternals. All right. Man in Black. I guess yellow looks okay. I was going to put her on white. Let's see what it looks like. Here. Oh. No, none of the dolls are fluorescent. Dale's hat kind of is. Okay. Now, is that light okay? Is it too bright or... And do you all want to watch it from this angle so you can see when it starts tilting? Or you just want to watch it from this angle? And to start with, I'll probably go up. Let's see. I'm trying to split them two hoods. Okay, but you two hands, goddammit. Okay. Hi, everybody. All right. So, when Amy gets back, we'll start. Let me get a pop. Just for shits and giggles, I always take the ping pong ball, and she always takes the golf ball. And some of y'all might think that's not fair or whatever. Both of these won't go over the edge for a different reason. This one won't make it up the hill. It'll roll backwards because it's too heavy. That one will get up the hill of quarters and not go over because it's too light. So it's like really... But to be honest, it's almost tight. The ping pong ball might come off a few times more, but it's usually pretty even. And I have to be throwing a ton of quarters in to get them off because you got to build up quarters. It's like people will say, you're wasting quarters, you're stacking them. Well, what's better than one layer pushing through here? 2. What's better than 2 layers? 4. What's better than 4 layers? You know, 6. But I just try to make it enjoyable and different and everything. And I'm not saying, don't go play them, they'll rip you off. I love going and playing them. Next, I got videos on my page where we went and played the real ones and stuff, and you see what comes off. And me and Amy, what we'll do sometimes is I'll take $10 roll quarters, and whoever goes first puts that $10 in. Well, whoever goes second pulls quarters out and say there's $6.50. So you got $6.50 put in there, so you figure out the best. And it's like I think one time she put in 10, I got out 7, and then she got to play $12 the next time. I got really lucky and got some stuff off the edge. But and just see how long that game will last. You know what I mean? What are you willing to pay for entertainment? $10, to have fun. I thought about trying strategy out, taking $100 of quarters if one has a $100 bill in it, and seeing if my strategy works out. You know how I'll dump a bunch in the back to push the cars off and stuff. I don't think I want to do that. If we was making money off this and everything, I'd put it to a vote. Everybody want to see that? If we start making money off this, I'll put more money back into the game and everything. But you can't see the quarters on the sides. Now, let me ask this. Now you can see the little piles of quarters. How's that? That way you can see the whole thing. Is it too far away? Fookies? She makes really good fookies. I know, but it's like, I'm sure she can make fookies too. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, so I can smoke a cigarette. I should have washed them all ago before I smoked a cigarette. I probably need to take that whole batch of quarters and put some bleach water in a bucket and just dump them all in it. I'd like to take care of the paint on them too. All right, so we got that many quarters, and so we can enjoy the sound of silver. Oh, we got $27.50 to put in it. We'll start out with them. And they push a lot. Them cookies her mom made last night, she went and picked up, were off the chain good. I drank probably a quart of milk and just ate, and ate 3 of them. They're big and thick and gooey. Good. All right, so, damn, I've been on 2 hours already. Okay. So, we got till Amy gets back. If y'all can stand looking at me, I'll just put the camera over there and we'll bullshit for a minute. Hold on just a second. Not really as cavalier about smoking tobacco out of a pipe on here. When I was a kid, Ben Grimm the Thing was my favorite comic book character. In Lockjaw, it wasn't many. I got my first comic when I was like 4 or 5. I couldn't read them yet. I could look at the pictures, but it helped me learn to read quicker. Because I wanted to know all of what they were saying. Because I would just read what the characters said and not all the little plot thing, and the square parts, not the thought bubbles. All right. I'm just guessing. That ought to. But Now I can see. So, got that camera a little high, don't I? God, man, I got old man arms. Holy shit. I know everybody gets old. Being 60 wasn't on my list of shit to do. Promise. I wasn't worried about leaving a good looking corpse. I'm waiting for my wife to get back, Colton. She's just a couple blocks away. And I can't smoke and do anything. I gotta, I know it sounds weird. I gotta breathe. I can't inhale working and smoke too. Yeah, it's the same doing this, and I don't need to be dropping ashes on the floor. Well, thanks, Sean. The teeth thing, I got studs for teeth. I don't worry about wearing them, because you don't buy false teeth to make you feel better. You buy false teeth that make everybody else feel better. And I'm just kind of that. When I was missing one tooth for a while. It's a long story about that. I'll tell sometime, but it ain't a long story. It ain't real long, but it's still how I lost the tooth. But it wasn't a fight, promise. But I got a partial and put that in. Everybody come out, well, you got such a nice smile now. And it kind of pissed me off, like I'm still the same fucker in here. It's still my smile. So, once I saw the way that affected people, it just turned me off, man. I was like, nah, I ain't worried about it. I can eat whatever I want. These cigarettes, Amy's back. These cigarettes are Marlboro Blacks, and they're $5 a pack. Camel Wides, like I used to smoke whenever, they're 14 a pack. Marlboros are something like 13 or 14 a pack. Name brands. I don't know why she felt she liked it. All of a sudden she needs to take the garbage out. I tell you what, everybody say to one, I've never been a narcissist, but I hate Santa Claus. Thanks. That's what last night it was like. I told Amy, I said, let's put faces to the voices and just sit here and talk. $8 a pack in Michigan. For cheap cigarettes or for Marlboros and Camels? Because Marlboros and Camels down here double what everything else is. No, when I was younger, I mean, I probably was good looking. I was a pretty boy that hated pretty boys. If you don't get that, I didn't like going to college bars because I never related with people. They had their thing going on. By the time I got high school, I wasn't ever going to starve. My dad had an HVAC business. I was welding ductwork and exhaust tubes together by the time I was 13. So I made good money growing up too. But being the shortest guy in my family tree, I had to operate this machine at like 150% all the time, I thought, to make a point. And I guess I made a point, but now it's made a point with me. I'm it's Marlboro Black non-menthol. Yeah, that's
Okay.
them. They ain't bad. Pall Mall Selects were like 2 packs for $8 and something, and they're fine. But all of a sudden they disappeared. So there's probably a story to that, to be told, but who knows why. But you can't buy them nowhere around here now. There used to be a brand called Kentucky's Best that wasn't bad. And I haven't seen a pack of them in forever. I remember when American Indians first come out, they was $1/4 a pack in the late 90s. And, you get a carton for $5. And now those things are as expensive or more than Camels and Marlboro. Same with Basic. Basic, when they first come out, was cheap cigarettes. Now they're expensive. Newports are top dollar too, I'd say. I don't smoke menthols. Amy does. Amy smokes Camel Crush menthols. them silvers. Marlboro Reds used to be my fallback too when people didn't have Camel Wides. What's up?
Nothing. There's something all over the side of the refrigerator.
Oh, really? My bad. I don't know if I did it, but I'm probably the one. Sorry. What?
Nicotine.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, we do too, man.
I've left my purse somewhere.
Hold on.
Got it. As big as it is, it can't get that far away from me.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine. I got it.
I know it. I'm moving the stuff anyway.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Okay. Everybody ready to get this party started?
Whoop, whoop. Hey, Sean.
Okay.
Hey, welcome back, Stoner Bob.
Okay. Is that too far away if I put it out to where you can see? Where's my fingers? There? I think. Man, the delay from what I watch when I'm videoing to the TV's way more than 10 seconds now. Okay, so I need to go that way just a hair. Okay. Okay. She's run off to the other end of the mansion again. Her golf cart's broke. She had to walk. Here, I gotta show y'all this. Where that shelf is back there. Look at the cars. They're ready to go. Now, I'll go through this again. There's a little toolbar on the right side, and I can't see the stuff. And I just now figured out where I can see the stack of quarters. So that's got it. Okay, so to be fair, I'm gonna try and drop 4 quarters at a time in this. But to start with, let's drop the half-dollar pieces. Let's do them. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ruh-roh. That ain't happened in a while.
Stoner Bob said creativity is intelligence having fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to wait a second. I done jammed it up. Okay.
So cool. You can see the top where you drop the pulling in.
Oh! Do I?
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all want to see how I drop them in? Yes. Damn.
Sean, she's doing really well. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Guy Fieri duck just come off back behind the... Ooh! Damn it. He come off behind that left tire, and as you can see, he shoved into it pretty good.
Stoner Bob said RSO time.
RSO time. Man, I ate a capsule with a quarter gram in it, and man, I was laying in the floor like sweating,
Our first
barfing.
getaway.
Yeah, me and her was weekend getaway, and we was in the cabin, so we took it. A friend of ours made it, and good God, we were both laying in the bathroom floor, and I was like, I quit drinking not to do this. So that lesson learned.
You also said, I imagine this weekend is
Yeah,
going
I
differently.
thought this shit would go a lot different.
Welcome in, Lee Martin. Ooh.
Hold on. This is causing a problem. That's what it was. Aha. Right. See the golf ball? Ping pong ball's gonna keep doing that too until the quarters get built up behind it. Oh, we got that stack. Oh, I gotta put my bowl under there. Where is it? Here.
Hey, Wild.
I gotta put this bowl down here because they'll come flying out of there. And it kind of stops it. Man, I'm dropping quarters. Okay. And the thing is, with that shell, I ain't gonna be able to dump. I can dump handfuls, but I ain't gonna be able to do that. I know some of y'all want to see some more dropped in, so I'll drop a few more in. I guess the race is which tire comes down first. Because the lip right there, it won't let them get over the edge. Wow, that stuff looks pretty neat, doesn't it?
That's cool, lady. Welcome in from the UK. Bok said Naruto duck is going to help make it fall.
The what is?
The Naruto duck is going to help make it fall.
Yeah, it gave it a good shove. Green Jeep. I put a picture of our Jeep on the community page today. As I said, it does look like that Jeep. Just don't have the lights. I had to buy a whole set of Matchbox cars, a little wrecker, a fire engine, and all that stuff just to get it. Because at least it's the same color about. And about the same proportion. Now we get really good pushes. That's wild. See, I must stitch that in pretty good for it to hold on top like that. $half, when the $half get up to these tires, they'll really start pushing on because, you know, they're thicker than a quarter. Well, the middle one's up to the edge. It's starting to tilt back. So I'm trying to spread the quarters out and make it even all the way around. I didn't do too good that time, did I? That was good. Damn it! Well, she's $20 up. There's her winner circle on that side. Mine's over on the other side. So. I just dropped some quarters, pulling them out of the bowl on top, and I'm seeing dropped them in the middle and called it, but punched myself in the stomach. I don't know if y'all heard that. I did. It's like,
he said, Amy's up $20.
Yeah. Who ended up last night? Me or you?
I thought it ended in a tie.
Was it a tie? Bam! Center tire wins. All right. There we go. This will be, now this will get pushed off. That's cool. It's not cool I don't have the front on it. But the way the front's built out, it tilts up, and I have to set this up and more. Do y'all like seeing where I drop it? I mean, I've always kept it out. Just didn't want it to look janky. I ain't trying to hide nothing. I've showed it before, but and want y'all see it flipping off the machine or something. Oh yeah. That was pretty.
Santa Claus said that was a good push, Butch, but
214.
nice job, Amy.
Yeah. You can't say I don't keep it fair. I mean, when it gets to where there's just two things left, mine and hers, whichever one's closest to the edge, whether it's hers or mine, I'll kind of lean towards that side, you know, so we can get to another race. Okay. All right. So he go to loser's circle over on the table. Ooh, can you see this? Wait, damn it. What? The little stack on the right is fell and is leaned up against this piece of wood that the cover uses, the old glass would sit on. See, the glass on originally sat here. This machine's been cut apart and rebuilt before I bought it, because the doors open up on hinges. This one picks up and slides in, you know. But it really worked out well. It worked out well for me,
See you, Stoner.
because I made my front to fit on it. But I have made some really good, some of my videos are good. Some of them, you know, it's like anything. After I watch it, I'm like, ooh. But we've got some pretty good videos. The difference in viewers, like, there'll be, ever how many thousand people view this, you know, tonight. My videos get 200 views and stuff. It's like, I guess the difference is being able to interact with people. You know, I sit there and hang out, and I like doing it. I like it doing it like this. But we gotta go to Minneapolis for the National Special Olympics in June, so I need to start taping some episodes so we can premiere them. We'll still premiere them, set them up to premiere at 8, and then, you know, we can hang out and chat with you. But I'll probably keep them. About 30 minutes. You know, like.
John said it's a beautiful night in Chicago. I have my windows open and the back closed in porch.
That's cool.
Original said $half to push all the quarters in the middle out.
Yep. That's what's going to clean that out. I tell you what, this tire's kind of leaning in, which, I mean, that's from when I got to trying to get the Jeeps in there. I had to widen them out. Uh-oh. Man, Cersei's going to get wiped out by a tire. Watch the left tire. 'Cause it's moving right now, I think. It's moving now. Bam! Oh, it did knock her off. She stayed on her feet. Awesome. There you go. I'm the biggest, oldest kid you will ever meet. Oh! I didn't even see the tire. No, I wasn't soon enough to catch it. It must have been when I was moving Cersei. Okay, my car and the ping pong ball look like they're going to do good. Her golf ball is doing really good. I throw it all the way
He
across.
said it's pouring thunderstorms. The thunderstorms are very short this evening.
Uh-oh. Look at the golf. Hold on. I got to get this back even. There. Ping pong ball, golf ball. I'm keeping up with this better now. I know I still ain't great at it, but I'm getting better. I think. I don't get the people come over and go, this is boring. I mean, it's like, well, you're the one with the remote control. I don't get it. I mean, I don't think it's boring. I'm sure some people do think it's boring. It just ain't your thing. Oh yeah. All right, we are not hurting for quarters. We're gonna have enough quarters out of this to have a couple Jeep races. Okay, so take 2 of my quarters out. Okay, so her car's going in the, well, her car's driving under it, so she's not gonna fall in the, you know, in the house spot, in the dealer slot. The house chute. Okay, you go to the table. There, let me clean this bottom out. I still got quarters up top, but $1. Okay, I guess there. Hi, everybody. All right. We got a ton of quarters. All right, so that's, I didn't go through and sort them real good, but Carter's about to win. All right. I would say we beat the odds and got more quarters out than we put in that time. Bliss, that's on in the chat all the time. She's coming through Lexington, Kentucky on I-75, and we're going to try and meet up for lunch. I told her she's welcome to come by and we'll do a game.
Box said she was saying last night that her and her husband are going to go see the Blues Brothers in the theater on Monday. They're doing a re-release of it.
Oh wow!
And so it's his favorite movie.
Yeah.
Leanne, the cookies were so good. They like put extra.
I told him I drank almost a quart of milk with like 3 cookies.
Sean said, I'm going to my cousin's house on vacation.
That's cool.
I meant to get
this long weekend. That's right. It's Memorial Day. It'll probably be another work day for me. Come on, Carl. Where's my car do a nose stand right there? And her car come out from under over there and win.
Yeah, Santa started raining back here about 30 minutes ago. It had rained for about this afternoon and quit.
Good. If I told you I was going to try to stand that car straight up and everything, I couldn't do it. It would not let me.
Welcome in, Julie.
It just keeps getting straighter and straighter.
Bach, when we went to, I went to Universal
Oh yeah.
about 2 years ago, over the summer, and a friend of mine and I went and we smoked, and we took my mom and Aaliyah, but we smoked cigarettes. So to go to one of the only places in the park where you can smoke, you have to go past this little street where it's kind of set up like a Blues Brothers.
The Ducks are the only race left.
Movie set. And about the time we were walking over to smoke a cigarette, we got the whole show of like them singing on a porch stoop and getting in a cop car. And it was really cool.
This will be tough to see who does it first. It's going to take a lot to get one of these off. I've never had it. I've never had them wedge in like that. Hold on. There's nothing in that corner. I guess you can see them, can't you? Okay.
Box said we might get kicked out of Hubs Recites the whole dang movie as it goes. Santa said my husband is still studying work because it's still raining here in Owensville.
Happy Airy Duck needs more quarters behind him to push him off. Which if this pile goes in front of him will help him a lot. This right here is going to keep spuck from coming off. It's pretty wild. They're like wells. Something will have to hit just right. I don't know what's going to hit it to push it like that. Tell you what, I'm going to drop a couple bucks at a time on that both sides and see if I can get them quarters off. That big pile. Because they're going to be in the way for the next of the Jeep races. Wow. Hold on. My shoes pull up to the edge. This way I don't have to go chasing corners. You don't have to fish them out of the vacuum. Alright. Got that many out of them. Watch, if I just keep pushing on the left side, Buffalo moves a while. Talk about on cue. He moves right when I was pointing at him then.
Someone said it would be awesome to have a big get together to see Butch and Amy in person.
That'd be cool. We're people persons. I mean, everybody's different, but I wouldn't think we ain't weird. I guess everybody's weird. What I'm saying, everybody's weird in their own way, but we ain't. You know, it's like we're the same in person as we are here. That's what cracked me up. Shane is buddy mine. from here was watching Mike. That was a good one. I wish I just caught it out the corner of my eye. Anyway, I got rid of some of them, and it moves buck too. Yep, there it is. You can hear the $50 when it hit. There was another one. There it is. Alright, there's another one. Uh-oh. I'm going to duct tape that container. Alright, so right now we got about what we started with, which never happens in real life really, but that's because we got a windfall of quarters because of the towers, you know, and being able to throw it in heavy handed. Yeah, the interstate's only about 15 minutes from here tops. Matter of fact, from Murphy's to Russell Cave Road on this earth is 12.7 miles.
Yeah.
I said it this morning to see how far it was when we went to look at that job for sales. So we ain't even 15 minutes from the interstate because our road to the interstate is all 4 lane. There's probably gets the road I was on the other day when I went, or last week or the week before. Man, I think Naruto Duck is going to beat Spuck.
Oh, box flying to Cleveland.
Get a parachute. There's a $50 just went down. Yeah, I shouldn't have thrown that in with them quarters on the head. I'm dumb. That'll be a good one. Yes. All Spuck's gonna do is sit there and rock back and forth.
Oh, we're going to see Rush.
Oh wow. I never, as one I didn't care for them, it's just they wasn't my favorite. Oh, Spuck did make a positive move then. Oh.
Hey, Hank.
What's up, Hank?
How was your pizza?
Hank was Billy Bob Thornton's stunt double in the movie Sling Blade.
The band Scorpion's drummer, James, was from Kentucky.
Oh yeah? I never knew that. Alright. see how many we got now.
Buckman Colton.
We don't have as many as last time, but we still got a few. I'd say by the time this bowl's done, one of the ducks will be off. But you see what it takes to get something off here? Even doing it like this. The reason the other stuff went was because the towers fell and there was that many quarters was behind it. Come on.
See, I got the Naruto duck and he got the Spuck duck.
Yeah, Spuck. Spuck is pinned. Wait. Yeah. Close enough. A little stack of quarters put on the edges there, you know, try to set up kind of cool. I've never seen it this wedge there like that before.
Lock, my parents they got a condo down in Palm Inlet, Florida. This was back when there was a gas station, a pizza parlor. There wasn't much down there, but anyway, one of the main reasons I think she wanted to be down there is because Bob Seger had a place down there.
There's $50. Oh, yo, we eat KFC chicken sandwich. Mine had pickle, hers was no pickle. Man, what's the deal with cats and cucumbers? Watching videos, I ain't got a cat, so I don't have it to try it on, but them videos where a cat turns around and sees a cucumber and they go ape shit. I mean, take off. Comedy.
Some people say that it's because they them off guard, they think it's a snake. Like when they turn around.
It's a big one. Okay, be a good one. Come on, Spuck. Here's got to happen for Spuck to come off. These quarters right here got to fall. Then he'll roll right in.
You know, it's funny what you say about the smell, too, because growing up, I was always told when you smell cucumbers or watermelons, you were usually on top of a
Copperhead. Yep.
So, I think that makes a lot of sense, Bach.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so I didn't know that till later. I remember being a kid, us being out in the woods and stuff, and hunting. And I'm like, what smells like cucumbers? I hate cucumbers. Yeah, and then I was like, holy shit. And it's usually when you smell it strong, is the nest of babies. And the thing about babies is, if they bite you, their venom ain't stronger. They haven't matured enough to know not to give you the full dose. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, Spuck.
Sean said I have to watch my fried foods because my high blood pressure. I had it for 16 years. My best friend had to save me from having a stroke 16 years ago.
Oh wow. That ain't no fun, man. And we don't really know what happened to me, but I had a stroke whatever the symptoms of a stroke, I went to say something to her and I couldn't open my mouth. And I didn't know what was going on. And I looked at her and, I popped up off the couch and looked at her, and the look on her face said it all. It's bad enough, I agreed, she called the ambulance. Okay, so Spuck just went off. So she won the Jeep. I won the ping pong ball, the duck race, and the car race. So I'm up 40. So let's get this stuff off. I'll try to leave the edge up here like it is. This is the only thing I gotta try to get out and not drop a bunch of shit. Okay. And at it. No. Damn it. Watch that 1/4 push $10 over there or something. Okay. So I'm probably going to have to change the board here. Get rid of Dale. And get all this stuff out of here. Take that. Alright. Okay, here we go. Do the Jeep races, I gotta take this off because it don't give them enough room to sit up there.
Welcome back, Leanne.
So anyway.
Oh, Bach, well, I'll be thinking about you, hon, okay?
What's up?
Get all those heart test results next Tuesday.
I hope it goes well. Okay, we'll put Black Bolt over. We'll put the D-vents over on the gas side. Just because it's probably more appropriate, whatever.
Yeah, watching somebody have a stroke, Sean, it's especially if it's a rapid one that really, starts causing paralysis and facial, weakness. It's scary.
Okay, y'all want to see how many quarters the machine ate just then? I'll do this real quick. Okay. All right. I'll back y'all out where you can sit. Okay, so I probably sped up a week's play. The amount of quarters that go through that machine, this is how many quarters will get pushed out the sides.
I'm so sorry, Bob. My mom had endometriosis, and when they had to remove other organs.
It's over $100. So I say one day I'll be smart enough to remember to buy me a digital scale like for the kitchen, and I can weigh quarters and tell you how many quarters it is. That's the easiest way to count quarters there is. So I do it like if I do it 200 quarters to start with, I looked up how much that weighs, and then wait a minute, I got a little scale. You never want to get ripped off. Okay, so actually I gotta start this back up. All right. Now, okay, y'all want to just do a normal Jeep race or a drag race?
Jeep race, Leanne said. Box said either.
Okay. That ain't gonna fit. Okay. Let's set them down there. We have got plenty of quarters. Okay. We'll start out with the Jeeps in the middle, and then we'll rotate the stuff, because in the middle should go fastest. Because once stuff gets over here, it don't push. It don't push as quick. This is probably going to be about like that. And then the next race we'll do the cars, and then the next race we'll do the ducks in the middle. And I'll start the golf ball and the ping pong ball back here.
Santa Claus says it doesn't matter.
Okay. Alright. Okay, we'll just start the ducks down here too. Okay. So 2468.
Norma and Willis said I really like your shirt.
Oh, thanks.
Old hippie.
I got one. I got tie dye for over every day of the week.
We got married in it.
Yeah, our wedding was tie dye.
Thomas said, "Can I get a quarter? I need to make a phone call."
What time machine are you in?
First find the payphone and then find one that was 65 cents.
Right. All right. I'm not going to do a waterfall yet. We'll just start with these, and I'll try to drop just even behind the. Try to drop even across, and we'll see how it goes. Oh shit! Man, I know. I rode the short bus.
Yeah, Box, fix the camera.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This one I was bragging about myself. I'm getting better. Shut up. Nitwit. Okay. Back to your regular scheduled program. Alright, here we go. That ain't good for my Jeep. Right.
Box said, "Don't be so hard on yourself." Sean said it's been a long day for everyone.
Hell, I've been on there almost 3 hours. Damn it. Yeah, I knew that. There wasn't no way of getting it. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
And my daughter's wearing a polo shirt and was barefoot. I got married to Butch barefoot and tie-dye and blue jeans.
Bell bottoms. You little bastard. Woo-hoo!
Boho.
Guy Fieri duck, winner. Oh, she didn't know. I should have shut up. Let her watch it. Okay. So, this ain't looking good for me. Well, like I was saying. Okay, so she's up 40. And all right. We ain't gonna bend over to get him out. you all over the loser circle.
Well, I'm glad they like him now.
Who's that?
Box said her mother wore black to her wedding and she had, didn't like her husband. Just loves him now.
Isn't that great how they always show support when you're younger?
He wore jeans and a Def Leppard shirt.
Control issues. Alright, she's up $60. All you Amy fans I know are cheering.
Whoop whoop!
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I'll get the golf ball and the ping pong ball. Yeah, I guess y'all. Oh, it ain't up on that thing now. There, hold on. Okay. All right, cleanup time. Real good. Hopefully I can get the ping pong ball or golf ball off pretty soon. What was that? Hold on. We got more than a bowl of quarters. Where's rolled duct tape? Right there. The Tupperware bowl has busted. Hold on just a second. I'm having technical difficulties. I was going to take the whole bowl. I tell you what, it's hard to find good duct tape anymore. Gorilla duct tape is really good, but this 3M shit and stuff they're selling now, it don't tear worth of shit. It's thin. I got 2 new rolls of Gorilla duct tape, but they're cup holders on the coffee table.
For a cigarette break.
What, for me?
Yeah, I guess.
Wait a second. Okay. I'll tell you what, I could be taking one after the ball race. How many pushes to get the ping pong ball off? 50?
Yeah, he said, yeah, do it.
Golf ball is run into a spot over there like it does a lot of the times. It get some quarters in front of it. Okay, that did something. See, now we're pushing like 3 or 4 quarters deep.
Oh, that's nice. I bet that was pretty soon. We got married in my mom's front living
entry hall.
Yeah.
Playing the soundtrack from the Guardians of the Galaxy. And the Gap Band. Dropped a bomb on me. Carl flop back over on his wheels.
Sean said he doesn't smoke no more, just drink once in a while. I'll come back to the top, didn't drink for 2 years.
Yep, it flipped over to its wheels. It's done a complete flip. Or roll, rather. Man, her golf ball's making some headway now. Okay, I've still got quarters in the bowl, but I'm gonna clean this. I'm gonna pull this out into this bowl.
I'm not sorting the 50-cent pieces, but when I see them,
All right.
Sean said he didn't like the new Coke, so he came out that likes Mexican Coke.
Yeah, I had one of them. When I was doing a build, I had it sitting in the machine the other day. They sell them at Lowe's here. It's like $40 for a case, so they're just under $2 a piece or whatever, I guess. I'll tell you what. Let's help my mom. We have an enormous amount of quarters. Okay. Now, do you see what I mean when I'm saying if you play these things, play them for enjoyment? If you if you think you can win something, I mean, you spend money on stuff you enjoy doing, so it's like, I have fun playing. I know I'm not going to come out on top. I spent $20 trying to win a little anodized quarter. That was one of the new state quarters, but somebody had used whatever. It wasn't paint, but it looked like it was anodized, but the sky was blue, the grass was green, the sun was, yellow, and the sky was orange, around it. It was pretty neat.
Box said the only soda I drink is ginger beer, like ginger ale, but more bite. Great on upset tummy. She loves her lady.
Yeah, L8 that Popeye had sitting on the coffee table. I think her golf ball's going to get me. I think she is.
Box said is ginger ale just like ginger ale.
Yeah, only with more of a, after you take, used to be, it's not as good as it used to be. It's like everything. Nothing tastes like it did when we was younger. But it used to have, almost like you had pepper in your nose after you drink it. It wasn't hot, spicy or nothing. But it was like, yes. I'll cheer for that because I was ready. Yeah, look, see? People say the ping pong ball's unfair. It can do it just the same. All right. Right. I think we got enough to run a drag race right now. So let's get rid of the balls. Okay, so now I guess the cars go in the middle this time. And then we'll run the ducks in the middle for the last race.
Lynn, that was funny. Santa says, I haven't had Coke in a very long time, so now it hits my stomach like a rock every time I eat. I have one.
Okay, so Amy got me for $60 on that one, so what was that? Up? So she's up 20. I think I was up 40 on the first one.
Yeah.
All right. I remembered. I want a gold star for the refrigerator.
Sean asked what happened to Big Bird.
What happened to Big Bird? He went to Sesame Street. I got in trouble in junior high. But you know, when Ernie sang "Rubber Ducky, You're the One," and I'm in high school or in junior high, some kid sitting in the row next to me, he was being a little dick. He had mouth on him and stuff, and it just popped out. I'm like, "Motherfucker, you're the one." And of course, the teacher heard it. Everything stopped. All the sound stopped. Everything got totally quiet. All right, so let me dump a few heavy handfuls in behind this, and we'll get them going. Okay, y'all can see up there. This is the drag race. Now, that's a big enough pile to get them off. I dropped like 8 quarters in. Look how many fall off now. Oh, our duck fell backwards, darn it. Okay, hold on. All right. Oh yeah. Ooh, Spuck in the Jeep. But Spuck ain't gone down yet. Spuck can't go down
Spuckin'
sometimes.
Jeep.
Spuckin' Jeep. Alright, so there's Jeep. little live long and prosper hand is going to hang him up. This ought to push the cars over it. Yeah. There's a good handful for them. No, that's a bust. That'll work. Oh man, here we go with the pirouette again. She won the car race.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, whoop whoop. I can barely contain myself. All right. So I know a bunch of y'all have seen the What the Hells on YouTube, and they did coin pushing for a while. Is how I got to watch them, and they put on a pretty good show. They had a Elvis Presley machine, a 3-sided Elvis machine, really cool. But I told Amy, I'm like, you think it would be maybe we could? That dude likes to sue everybody if we called our channel the What the Fucks. F-U-X. What the hell? What the fucks? Okay, so the duck race is the only thing left. Now, I'm probably going to lose that because he buried his head in the sand. Go! Yeah. You knew I was going to eat you for Thanksgiving if you didn't do that. Live long and get stuck. Okay. So, I got a duck in the truck. A duck in the Jeep. Amy got the car. Oh, it's only 3 this time. I'm like, where's the other stuff? All right. So now the ducks rotate to the middle. And we'll put the cars in the back. Okay. 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 Who's ready for a cigarette? Talk for a minute. Are y'all cool with that? About 3 hours and 7 minutes. I'm lucky I got through working about 2 today. We killed ourselves yesterday. I had to do the comedy yesterday. It was my mother-in-law's neighbor behind her house, and it was a nice black girl. She's a school teacher. But she said, while you're trimming that, woman talked to her about wanting the honeysuckle cut where it was growing into their privacy fence. The girl said, how much to do that fence line? And I was like, I looked at it and I'm like, $1,000. She said, deal. And I just dropped to my knees and I was like, I should have said 2. Because I really wasn't expecting to get into that much yesterday, but we fell in on it. And we got it done today. And it didn't take long. I went to Versailles from here. It's other side of Lexington. And looked at a job. A Coke and some chips. All right. I guess we'll sit and talk.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So I just think it'd be janky if I left y'all sitting there watching the coins pushing and stuff. Oh. Well, I look like old man for sure. Sweats. Come on.
I think this has got like 3 minutes.
What?
No, it's got more. Okay.
Oh, you're watching something?
Yeah, I've been watching that show. I've been trying to finish it.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, I mean, Cokes have gotten expensive, but I was in a little store called Sable out here. Yesterday, I got stuff for the job. They had 12 packs of Pepsi, 4 for $12. Man, Cokes are like 5. And what's wild is, you know, Coke always used to have a little more of a bite to it than Pepsi. Now, Pepsi's, it seems like it's got a little more of that, you know, warm to your tongue or whatever, pepper feeling. Yeah, I always wanted to be, look, if
We're gonna
I
have to probably turn it again.
turn what?
The camera.
Oh, yeah.
It's more on your armrest.
And we'll put you on it.
I don't want to be on it that much.
Well,
Both of us.
yeah, that horse and carriage on that sign back there, it's road sign, but a snowplow hit it back in the winter, so I saved it from the middle of the road. That's just, I surprise her with stuff like that. I'm like, you like horses? I was sitting there watching myself. It still takes a little bit of getting used to. One thing about it, your mirror in the bathroom might lie to you some, but when you're on TV or whatever on the screen, you see it. You see what life is really like. Yep, here's Amy.
Good, stay up there. Do what? I'm not. I just getting it ready for when you go back to pushing.
That's cool.
I was in the middle of doing that process over watching my show. I just thought I'd finish it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to send that back while I'm thinking about it?
No.
Okay.
I won't say it.
It's nice to see you. Or, whatever.
Hi, Lynn.
Yeah, that's right, Santa. You weren't here last night. Yeah, Bach, I've got a couple of them.
The dogs are at Wilma's. That's where they live.
So, Bach, I have that one. I got that the day I passed my National Registry to be a EMT.
She's got tattoos.
And then I've got that one. And then I've got that one. And then the one on the side of my foot. And then I got one on that ankle and that side of the foot. That is Aaliyah's name in Kazakh.
Look how limber you are.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, man.
For two hip replacements, no hip replacements, I guess I kind of am.
Yeah. I can still sit down cross-legged most of the time. You know, my knees are killing. You know, sometimes I can't. But I guess I've sat on the floor like that. That's like. I got married
Sean Butch does too.
What?
Has the tattoo on the throat.
Yeah.
You're talking about sitting down cross-legged on the floor or whatever.
Yeah. I can't remember what I was going to say.
Okay.
But y'all ready to run these ducks through here? Yeah. Old people's coffee table. Medicine bottles. Allergy medicine. Home appraisal. Well, that's cool. I got 3. I got one on my leg. And I couldn't hold my leg still. Where you can't carry an elephant ass with bird legs, with my legs all solid. And I couldn't make my leg quit twitching. Every time he touched it, I'd start jerking. And so it's like when we got to a certain point, we just quit. You know. What's a mofo?
Mofo.
I know, goddammit.
Motherfucker.
All right. You ready?
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. That's the same thing I did last time. I'll show him some. Let's see.
Dog, I'm watching Made on Netflix.
What's that about?
She's a girl that is a maid, and the girl, the baby, she has a child, a 3-year-old girl.
MAID.
Yeah, like
I
a
thought-
house cleaner.
I was thinking it was a chick gangster movie or something.
And,
Made woman.
He was verbally abusive, emotionally abusive, manipulating, and all that. So she didn't want to leave because she didn't think she that was a domestic violence situation. And to get the help she needed to be able to leave him, she had to admit that was domestic violence. But she took a job. He had cut her off and taken her out to a trailer. They lived out there for 4 years. She didn't have a bank account. She didn't have a car. She hadn't had a job. So like she didn't have a way to get away from it. But so she took a job as a maid. It's just like on episode 5, I think of 10 or something. I like that show. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm on episode 5. I finished episode 5. And it is really good.
I don't know, man. I'm different. It seems like something that just pissed me completely off. You know, I get too much into what I'm watching, and it's like, that sounds like it sucks. I mean, not the show sucks. I mean, the whole situation sucks. Thing.
The first couple of episodes, I'm not gonna lie to you, like I would have to pause it and like take a deep breath and like call mom and
Oh, come on,
through
Jeep.
some shit.
Yeah.
Cause like I didn't have, when I was on drugs and stuff, I didn't have a kid. So I was in situations sometimes where I didn't have gas. I didn't have the gas. I didn't have, I could have been on stupid shit to leave a situation that I shouldn't have been in. So there was moments where it was just like, ugh. But no, it's good now. Like she's got people in her life. Like she's got a village. People
That's
that
cool.
give a shit.
So it's like sleeping with the enemy.
Yeah.
I mean.
And like her mom is bipolar, and that's who raised her, and it was a really, really rocky upbringing. Very unsettled. She like went to all these different schools.
Right. Okay.
And her mom had told her that her dad didn't want anything to do with her, and like surprisingly, like the part I'm at the show, the housing that they got for her and her daughter is full of black mold. And her dad and his husband and his wife just said, move in, bring your kid and yourself and all your shit, and just move in. And she hadn't seen her dad in years. And like it's not no things attached or anything. It's actually like she finally got the
Come on, Spuck.
Thanks, Lynn.
Well, I won the car race too. All right, so I'll try to get Spuck down all the way.
There it is. There's another one. There's another one.
I spoke too soon. She was playing today. Had to get to a crawl space, and she kept having these flashbacks, but she couldn't crawl. Like she couldn't see the end of it. She realized why she didn't like her dad now. Mom left because he beat her.
I don't think Spuck's gonna make it.
Lynn said, "Hang in there, Spuck."
No. Yep.
I know, Bach, I do too. He brought up chicken nuggets. Now I want chicken nuggets.
Who brought up chicken nuggets?
Somebody in the chat.
Oh, okay.
This Naruto kind of looks like a chicken nugget on its laying.
Yeah, kind of does. Okay. That's the home of the Jeep race. Alright, we'll do one for y'all. Hold on. Alright. Everybody gets to pick a Jeep. Now, mine and hers in the middle is the only two Jeeps racing. You know, for money. So, I guess I got made 20 off of you that time. Alright. I do not know if we got enough.
Probably.
Welcome in, Mario.
Alright.
Thanks for hanging out, Lynn. Hope to see you again.
But y'all see what I mean about what it takes to push stuff off of these? So if you ever run into one, I'm not saying you can't win, and you won't run into one that's set up good. But there are few and far between. Alright.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Alright. I'm gonna do a clean out here. Okay, this is good. Oh, Homer.
You did better than I thought we did. Oh, cool.
Right. We have that many to work with. That's probably 300. So we should be good. Yeah. Come on, dude.
Jacob Coburn said I thought I had to shit earlier, but it was just a fart.
I'm sorry, I meant to puke. How you doing, Jake?
Box said, sorry for the link out today.
Hey, Jake, your dad showed me that shotgun you bought him. That's badass. I wouldn't mind going shooting that sometime. Sorry for the letdown. Wow. I got sitting there laughing and talking. I don't even know what went off first.
Did our Jeeps tie?
You know?
Oh, we're about to see.
No, look.
I thought they were,
No. These are them.
I didn't see them.
Okay.
Jake said I think he loves it.
Oh, yeah.
There's a whole nother part to Lily's present. I almost forgot about it.
Oh, wow.
I got her a whole, I champagne toast set from Bath and Body Works.
Can't believe it, black one ain't gone.
Okay.
All right, finally went. I have a feeling I'll play until I run out of quarters. I'm not going to dig in the machine again. If we cleaned out the bottom at one time, the games have gone really well. I mean, as far as getting quarters back. You might as well put this back in here. Where's the black one? Oh, the black one must have went into the dealer. Nope, there it is. Oh, where's the other one? I thought one was missing. So I'm standing to the right. This is like under my arm stuff. I never looked down right at the corner. Jeep looks like it's got hydraulics. Oh yeah. Okay. We'll get the rest of them off. Wow. We got a lot more quarters out that time than I thought we would. That many. Everything's moving. This little Jeep over here under me is getting ready to go. Yep, there it went. Alright, another one bites dust. Ooh, that's cool. Dropped all the way off to the edge right there. Like one little quarter was holding that whole stack of stuff up and finally pushed out. All right, black truck gone. Or black Jeep. Oh, I gotta do a clean up.
When you get down low on quarters, if you can't, you know, the half dollars take up a lot more space, so
I don't want to waste them stacking them. That'd be a real good push. All right, and then there was one.
Welcome in, Dirty. Welcome back.
That Jeep. Okay. What's that 1/4 push of a bunch? Quarters everywhere. Okay. I'm figuring that we're gonna run out of quarters before we get the Jeep off. Whichever comes first, the Jeep or the quarters. And that'll probably be close to 4 hours. It don't seem like it.
The Jeep needs a new suspension and a new suspension.
Yeah. Ah, see him back up. But I mean, y'all see what I'm throwing at this, and that probably ain't coming off. Yeah, we're at that part where if we get more back out than we put in, it's extremely fortunate.
It's absolutely pouring again.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I thought I heard it.
Is the back of my truck closed up?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. That's all I had. I got a bed cover on the truck.
I took the trash out too, so when it wasn't raining there.
What's that?
I took the trash out when it wasn't raining.
Oh.
So it wasn't raining, so nobody wouldn't have to drag it.
That's why you did it. I was wondering why you tried to take the trash out then.
I knew all this rain was coming. I didn't want somebody to get stuck having to take that one. What's the thing with the car?
Me and Amy have a Jeep race every night, and then we have the duck races and pong ball, and it's $20. What we're doing is we're betting each other $20 on whose stuff's gonna win on each race. Jeep, my Jeep versus her Jeep, my duck versus her duck. Her race car versus my race car. And I always take the ping pong ball and she takes the golf ball. All right. See? Okay.
Sean, we do have places in Kentucky that flood quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then it seems like in the last 7 or 8 years, there's places that have seen historic flooding. One of them was Carlisle.
Well, that had to do with a bunch of road construction too that they screwed up. That had never happened, and after they put the new highway through it, they messed up. They flooded the whole town with poor design.
Some of those poor people, all they got was $450 for the FEMA.
Yeah. Now, what's happened, like in '97, Paris had the 100-year flood. And, but the thing is, come back in 2015, they had another 100-year flood. So it's like, what it is everything being built upstream, parking lots, rooftops, warehouse tops. It don't sink in the ground or run along ground. It just collects and runs off. So that raises, the water levels for everything downstream. Ooh, we got a little bit of extra something on the right. It wasn't much. All right. Should I go for this or this? Ooh, that's gonna push. Not nice enough though. I think I'll stick with the left side over there. All right, come on. Wow. Come on. Oh, yeah. That wasn't a bunch.
It was something.
Plus, we got a couple half dollars to push with. Now, come on. What? From there to there, it's built out pretty good.
Yeah, Sean, our proms were a couple weeks ago, but we all the graduation started tonight in different counties, and they're all going to get spread out. They all have them out on the football field.
Yeah, and they asked the people not to bring umbrellas.
What? What?
And that there's no backup plan. And
If you're
if they get rained out, that's it. It's like, no, all these parents paying all this money for cap and gowns and all that bullshit, and they don't even get a stinking picture of them walking across the stage to get it. No, my mom would have had to fit.
If you want to see a shit show, go to something that a bunch of teachers is putting on, like at a school. It's, man,
Box
Around here.
You guys go to your prom.
I went my senior year just because nobody quit bugging me about it.
I went to prom every year but my senior year. And then I went to military ball and stuff too.
Come on.
Alright.
Oh, come on. That's it. Come on. Ah.
Okay, this is the least.
We've gotten, so it's time to count. 1, 2, 3, 350. Come up on 350 a lot when I start counting. When it gets low enough to count.
Dirty said I didn't go to prom. Me and my girlfriend just went to the after party. I have a lot of friends that do that, and I didn't go to a lot of my homecomings. I went to the after parties and homecomings a lot. Sean said he didn't go because the girl he was going with got sick, and he said that it was alright. He ended up having beer with his friends that didn't go to prom.
I didn't drink when I was in high school. I was a late bloomer on that bullshit. Been 13 years almost since I made the world a safer place. Guys, that's it.
I think I've got today. It'll be in 10 days from today. It'll be 6 years.
That's awesome. Okay, let that run for a second and see what falls out.
I didn't go. Doc said I didn't get an after party. My curfew for prom night was midnight. Sean said anyone go to their high school reunion.
I took Amy to my 40-year reunion last year. Well, no, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Been 24. I graduated in 84.
I didn't go to my 10-year reunion. Some friends of mine originally were planning it, and I was going to go. And then someone that had moved away, but they were a class president, jumped in and decided they were going to plan it. They wanted to have it in a bowl. Here we were 10 years out from high school. We'd already lost a dozen of our friends because of either a drunk driver hitting them or they were under the influence of something. And I was still drinking then. I just didn't think it was a good idea. I didn't go. A bunch of people didn't go. God, by 21's next year.
Come on, knock off her.
funny, I tell you what, them 2 little quarters I put in, we got
1, 2, 3, 325. That'll be a good one. Okay, not as good as I thought it'd be.
I think we got $1 and a quarter.
All right. 2, 3. All right. Oh. Rut row. Well, that's it. You graduated when you was 20? Ah, 74? So I'm older than you. All right. I hope everybody's had enough. I'm Butch.
No, I'm Amy.
Butch and Amy's Coinpushing. Thanks for watching, y'all. Man, we appreciate each and every one of you. We like hanging out with you. So, we're going to get off here tonight. I figure you've seen my face enough. And please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. You know, if you like it, hit the like button. We're not monetized, and I don't know if we're going to get monetized or not, because I know what YouTube will do. It'll take something I enjoy doing, and they'll try to turn it into a goddamn job, you know, and ruin it. So we're still on the fence about that. But if we do get monetized, we'll be doing the same stuff. Just probably have a better setup. I might get a new machine. You know, see how it goes. But thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you later.
Night.
Night. Bye-bye.